take some time to talk amongst yourself. I will be right with you.
Good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Do you want to leave anything?
Good to go.
You know what, I can handle some attendance. Does anybody have the attendance?
Attendance is right on the table. I have that over.
Oh, you got it?
Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to try to remember all your names because I'm terrible with names. I'm making an effort. So, Najwa?
Najwa.
Hani? Hani. Halil? Sophie? Amani? Her son is Mahmoud? Alfonso.
Very good.
I'm the greatest.
Nice job, Aaron.
Excellent.
I was taking a peek at the attendance. That took me much longer than it actually did.
So nice.
Yeah. So this is our first exercise. Don't turn it around. We'll be using the other side later. So just take a look at these for now.
Let's see.
So we're going to be following up with Jessica's lesson a little bit. I'm going to play a little piece of audio, and you guys are going to listen and try to fill in these forms, okay? And we're going to do this in pairs. So Najwa and Hutni, Hani. That's gonna take me a while. So you guys can work together, Halil and Sophie, and you guys can work together for now, okay? So we're going to listen to an audio and fill in the sheets, right? Perfect. Let's see if this works.
1.21. 1.
Some people actually sign in capital letters, which suggests that they may be big-headed or even arrogant.
2.
A descending signature suggests that you are the kind of person who gets disheartened or depressed when you are faced with problems, maybe because you are not very self-confident.
3.
A horizontal signature usually indicates a person who is well-balanced and emotionally stable.
Okay, do we want to go over that one more time?
Yeah, please.
Okay, and we have a new student, so.
Thank you.
Well, so we can work together. That'd be great. Okay, are we all ready to go listen again?
Yes.
1 second. Okay.
1.21. 1.
Some people actually sign in capital letters, which suggests that they may be big-headed or even arrogant.
2.
A descending signature suggests that you are the kind of person who gets disheartened or depressed when you are faced with problems, maybe because you are not very self-confident.
3.
A horizontal signature usually indicates a person who is well-balanced and emotionally stable.
Okay, so let's talk amongst our groups, so your partners, and I'll give you guys about 2 minutes to do that. How about that?
So we have an argument about this. Spending is power, and see is strength. Spelling catch, we have an argument that looks questions.
We're gonna take it back to this. Don't worry about it, we'll go over it.
Okay.
Okay, so does everybody kind of have an answer that they know?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's on the board now, and let's just get you guys to see. So how about you guys do the first one? You guys can do the second one, and whoever would like to do the third sentence. Just come up and fill in what you have. So yes, you guys are doing the third. Okay, interesting. Let's listen to this one last time and go, oh, first of all, does anyone have anything different that they would like to share? So how did you spell that?
H-E-A-D-E.
H-E-A-D-E-D, okay,
I heard like that.
right. Anything else? On the second one, are we agreed on that one? Okay, how about the third one?
Yes. Correct.
Yes? Okay, let's listen to it one more time and let's see.
What does it mean?
And we'll go over this
Okay.
in a second.
1.21. 1.
Some people actually sign in capital letters, which suggests that they may be big-headed or even arrogant.
2.
A descending signature suggests that you are the kind of person who gets disheartened or depressed when you are faced with problems, maybe because you are not very self-confident.
3.
A horizontal signature usually indicates a person who is well-balanced and emotionally stable.
Okay, so did we hear anything different? A little bit different, or?
First one, yeah.
So the first one was headed, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so the second one was good, we all agree on that one?
Yes.
And then the third one,
Same, agree.
you agree with this?
Yes, balance, yes.
Okay, let's, one last time. There is a small difference between that, okay? So let's listen really quickly.
A horizontal signature usually indicates a person who is well-balanced and emotionally stable.
Balanced, right? So we're adding a D here. That is a big D, whoops.
First time.
Okay, so we have big-headed. We have self-confident and well-balanced. So what do we see that's similar between all three of these that we have to fill in? Do we see any similarities?
Yes.
Yes? So what would that similarity be?
Confident and balanced.
Ah, so you're talking about the definitions, the meanings of the word, correct? What else is similar?
In the past, like ED.
Right? So there's two of them like that. But what about the forms of the word? Do you see anything similar between these three? What do they all have?
I think there are adjectives.
Yes, perfect, adjectives. And these are a special kind of adjectives, okay? So you see that it's big and headed. It's two separate words, correct? And for this, self-confident, again, it's two different words. And the last one, well-balanced, same thing we see here. So a lot of you guys were asking, what do these words mean, right? So can we break this up into two words? Because big, we all know what this means, large, and then headed, what do you guys think headed means?
this.
Right? So a big head. So can you guys kind of guess what big-headed means when put together?
Yes, it's top, I think. Big head.
No,
No, it's top.
What do you mean by top? So in the context of the sentence.
he sings very well, I don't.
Pardon?
He sings very well.
He thinks well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like famous or big,
We're getting close. So big-headed
Big
in this
name.
case would mean something like they are very arrogant, stubborn, they could be. They're full of themselves. They think that they're kind of better than they are, so they're big-headed. Their heads are inflated. Does that kind of make sense?
Ah, yeah.
Okay. So how about the second one? Self and confident. So what could this mean if we just look at each individually? So what does self mean?
person.
He's,
Me, right?
Yes,
This
that's
is
it.
myself, right? And what does confident mean?
It's confident. It's like,
I don't know why you doing it.
So you believe in yourself, right? So what would self-confident mean?
Someone I believe.
Someone who believes in themselves. They have faith in themselves.
Like
And last one. Sorry, go ahead.
Like I know, self-confident.
Yes.
I know is, how can I say?
Precisely. How about this last one? Let's break it down again. Just look at well. Look at well mean,
Good, nice.
good.
right? And then what's balanced?
stay.
Steady. Perfect. So a horizontal signature means someone is, they don't anger easily, they're well balanced. Okay? So these adjectives are called compound adjectives. Adjectives which are made of multiple words. Okay? So let's flip our sheets over and take a look at some more compound adjectives. Can we see that? Yeah. Just give me 1 second. We're going to have another audio file in a second.
Turn the page.
So, when we listen to this, we're going to be we're going to listen to these words, right? We're going to listen for the pronunciation, and we're also going to try to find the meaning like we did earlier, okay? So is everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay.
1.22.
Bad-tempered.
Good-tempered.
Open-minded.
Narrow-minded.
Absent-minded.
Easygoing.
Laid back.
Tight-fisted.
Two-faced.
Strong-willed.
Self-centered.
Okay. So let's talk amongst each other, just like tables, and try to figure out what each of the words mean, and see which ones you can and can't figure out. And also another key point to look for is, are these adjectives good things or bad things? Okay? So we're looking for the meanings of the words and if they're good or bad adjectives. Okay? So let's just talk amongst ourselves for around 5 minutes. Now, we're also looking for the meanings of the words, not just the definitions. You're already doing narrow. So we want to narrow over something that is small, right? This is So you just cover up that ED. Sort of, yes. So temper usually revolves around someone who's in it's, your temper is bad temper so, that's an interesting, you guys have some discussion.
We have a discussion.
Yeah. That's self-centered.
No, sometimes when the person is doing about himself, right?
We'll discuss it in a little bit. We'll discuss it. Okay, I think we all kind of have discussed most of these words. So, does anyone have anything? I heard a few that they were confused about. You guys didn't really understand self-centered. So can we break this one down as a class? Self, again, we've had this before, so me, and centered. What does centered mean?
In the middle.
In the middle, yeah. So self-centered would mean you think you are the center of everything. You are the most important thing in the world. So, is this a good or a bad thing?
It's bad. Some, for example, in the class, someone is everyone must be listen to her. Everything they want to control. Only one person is mind.
Right.
Yes, everyone must be following his
Right.
mind. It's not good.
So they don't let anyone else speak. Like a dictator, almost. Yes, dictators are usually self-centered. I think we'll find. So does that answer your question? Self-centered is more towards the negative.
But I think it's for autoesteem. I don't know how do you call it. Give me.
Okay. Yeah, you look it up. We'll come back to that later. Okay, the second one that we had some issues with was laid back, right? So what do we think this means? Laid. What does that mean?
Laid back, it's like this.
Exactly. Laid back, kind of. I'm gonna grab a chair. So, if I was sitting in class like this, am I laid back?
No.
Okay. How about if I'm sitting like this? That's laid back, right? So what's the difference between this and this?
Position is different.
And not polite.
Not quite that far.
Yes.
But laid back kind of just means you're more relaxed. You're not always holding yourself up. You're relaxed, you're laid back. Okay? And do we think this is a positive thing or a negative thing?
Positive.
Positive,
No,
negative?
negative.
Exactly, this is one of those adjectives that.
If that is public area, is more negative. It's shared in a home is negative. Positive is okay.
It kind of depends on the situation.
I have a
and the
question.
person. Yes.
Is it laid back, it's mean lazy or relaxed? It's different,
More relaxed,
more relaxed
Yes.
than lazy.
less lazy, more just a relaxed personality.
It's more comfortable.
Kind of, yes.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so
But it's good, in this case, it's good if you relax.
it can be good or bad. If you're laid back while you're supposed to be doing an exam, that's probably not as good as.
No, why not? If he is confident,
Right.
if he
Yes.
I know.
So
others
this one
try-
depends on the person, right? It's everyone has a different level of being relaxed. So sometimes being relaxed is definitely a good thing. Sometimes you probably shouldn't relax. It's just.
No, relaxed is power.
It depends. It
It's
depends on the
every
situation.
time relaxed, it's mean power. If you dance,
Mhm.
it's mean you don't have power. If it's
could
relaxed,
see it like that, yeah.
laid
You could
back,
see it
it's
like that.
good.
Mhm.
This life, we can sit in the school, some hours friends area, we can sit, we can use light. But for example, when we go working, we is in front our boss, or some is boss or some teacher or something of
So-
power, more than powerful
Yeah,
friends.
when
we
you
cannot
should be
sit this like-
professional, when you should be
If
professional,
boss says
right?
go home,
Mhm.
they can say that, but
Right.
this is not for its public area for positive.
Yes.
No, but it's related.
not- that's
it's
my-
lazy,
Everyone is
lazy,
different.
lazy or relaxed.
Everyone is different on this one. It's one
It's
where you
two
can, the
different.
meaning doesn't have a definite meaning. So let's move on from this.
This is fast.
Do we have any other words that we don't really know the meaning of?
This
How about
tight-
tight-fisted?
tight fist?
What do we think this one means? This is a strange one again. So let's break it down. Tight,
Is fast,
it's very tight, right?
tight
Like
fast
a
is
bottle or something.
like it's fast,
Pardon?
like is hurry or fast.
Not quite. No, like your fist. Like if I'm doing this is tight, right? And speaking of that
Very
fist,
tough.
so fisted.
This is very
So
tough.
tight-fisted, right? That's what the two words mean. However, in reality, what tight-fisted means is someone who doesn't like to spend money, even when it's necessary. So they don't like to give away their money, so they're tight-fisted. Something like that, exactly. Anything else?
Tight fisted, it related only money on the
It's
like
usually only
greedy,
money.
like greedy.
It's different.
Or
Greedy is you want all the money for yourself. Tight-fisted means you don't want to give it away, like you don't want to spend. Kind of similar.
Accumulate, you wanna only
Yes.
keep, it's not.
Yes.
Absent-minded.
Absent-minded, that's a great one. So, what do we think? If we take out minded, what does absent mean?
Absent.
You're not here. Yeah.
Like,
Minded, how about that?
he doesn't.
So your mind
He
is not
loses
here.
his mind.
Not really thinking,
Nothing.
just
It's not-
sitting there
not
or
smart
standing there.
people,
It's not really intelligence, but it's just like you're thinking about nothing, kind of all. Okay, so we kind of have all of these, right?
Yes.
Okay, this will be most likely the last activity. So I'm gonna give you some cards of these words, and you're gonna try and make a sentence in your pairs, okay? So let's go 3. And you can use, they don't have to be complex sentences, just simple sentences, and use any of the ones that you can. There you go. So just try and make a small sentence after we've gone over the meaning, okay?
To make 3 sentences?
No, just use the one that you understand the most, you think you can use the best, and just create one sentence. If you want to create more sentences, that's perfectly fine as well.
Should we write the sentence for you?
Sure, you can, yeah. doing here? Do you understand that?
And finish too.
Oh, look at you. Yeah, just keep it on the ground. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to share a little later, so we'll see.
Yes. Today is my class, 3 o'clock is finished. She called me already 7 times
Really?
because she don't know this class. This is narrow mind for me.
Okay, do we all kind of have a sentence or the idea of a sentence?
Yes.
Yes. Let's share with one another, your partners, and discuss what your sentences mean, what you think it means. Yeah, just talk about them. Yeah.
There's somehow different discussions. I'm trying to work with.
What do you guys think about each other's sentences?
I would have
Great. Thank you. This is
So,
Yes.
laid back, you're using that, what is laid back in this?
Relaxing and one, like being back from the
Right.
chair.
Right, so you're physically.
They were using
We're using these as adjectives. So,
Sorry?
and you're using laid back as an action.
We are starting to see
Using an adjective, which can describe how.
relaxing. You not learning
Just
Changing.
almost finished. We are still creating space. Okay. We have ESL. Good?
And you want to
Yeah.
One is okay.
So can you please give me an example about like making it an adjective?
Using it as an adjective. Sure. So you remember describing it now. So, I am a laid back person. So I'm describing myself. Laid back. Relaxed.
So that's
Or, give me another one.
yeah. It's laying back.
Laying back, you're confusing because with a verb in the world. So a verb is an action, it's a doing. Adjective is a description, right?
So like I laid back the whole semester, so
I am laid back. Stiff, okay.
well, I'm a laid back.
I'm a laid back person. I did not study for this semester. Therefore, it's to describe something. That's what we act on.
my brother is laid back because don't working now.
My friend is a friend. He's thinking about giving me my money back. So, yeah.
This is almost. So.
Oh, you need that email? Oh, I thought the patient is doing
Hey, listen to your mother. Yeah, so in this case. Unnecessary.
So you need to write like after hospital, this without knowing.
So we've all had time to kind of discuss. Okay, so again, we're doing this again. Let's one marker group. Let's pick one sentence that you guys want to put on the board. Just discuss. Pick which one that you guys would like to put on the board, and then just throw it up on the board. We could use this board as well. Let's open it up.
Which one?
Anyone. I just want to give people room where you got it. You guys can't decide. You can both put them on the board, that's fine.
Very easy. Easy. Very simple.
You want this one?
Yeah, okay.
Stick it on the board. let's go over these. Today, I'm bad tempered. Very simple. It works. I like it. However, bad tempered is more of a description. It's not today I'm bad tempered, tomorrow I'm good tempered. It could be used that way, but it's for longer periods of time. So I'm just I'm always a bad tempered person, or I'm always a good tempered. Do you kind of see what I mean? It works. It definitely works. I definitely like the simplicity of this sentence. One thing I will say is that
usually.
it's so simple. I can't correct that much off of it. Okay, we'll leave this one. So morning exercise is for strong-willed people. Coffee to the bad is for self-centered. What is for two-faced people? Interesting. So this part is definitely really good. Fantastic. Morning exercise is for strong-willed people, right? We can all agree on that?
Yes.
Yeah. People who go for a run at 4 o'clock in the morning, they're probably pretty strong-willed. Now, coffee to the fact.
To the bed.
Bad?
Yeah, bed.
Bad for self-centered. Okay. To the bad?
Yeah.
B-A-D.
No, bed is when you're sleeping.
Oh, B-E-D.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, okay.
B-E-D, yeah.
So.
Good.
Yes.
D-E-D.
Yeah,
Small
yeah,
E's.
straight.
Okay. Oh, that's okay. Okay. So you're trying to say, before you sleep, if you drink coffee.
No, when you wake up.